The fourth of 7 phases in India's staggered general election has closed. 96 constituencies spread across 9 states and 1 union territory went to the ballot box today, including the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. But all eyes are on Srinagar, that's the capital of Jammu and Kashmir. This is the first major election in the region since it was stripped of its special status in August 2019. The ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, or the BJP, is not contesting there, a move that many analysts say was aimed at avoiding a likely defeat. And for more, we're joined by Neha Punya live in Srinagar. Neha, with polls now closed, how has voter turnout been for this fourth phase of the election?
Well, just a few minutes ago, you had polling officials declare that voting in this polling booth, as well as others in Srinagar, has officially closed. Now, through the day, we've seen a steady stream of voters queuing up at polling centres like this one, as well as the 2,000 others set up across the Kashmir Valley with Srinagar district polling. Now, voter turnout data is only out till about middle of the afternoon here, and there's been about 35% voter turnout. That might seem low, but it's all a game of comparison. In 2019, in the last elections that were held in Kashmir, voter turnout was less than 14%. So we've already seen those sort of queues we've been reporting on through the day reflect in the numbers that have come out of Srinagar. The final polling data will be out by the end of today or by Tuesday, and that's what will give us the big picture. But in an election where there's been so much talk about low voter turnout, Srinagar, which is the first of 3 seats in the Kashmir Valley that's going to polls, has really bucked that trend. Many voters we spoke to have said that they've used their vote to express disappointment and rejection of that move in 2019 that was carried out by Prime Minister Modi's government to revoke Kashmir's special status. They say, contrary to what Prime Minister Modi has been claiming in election rallies, their situation has not improved, normalcy has not returned to the Kashmir Valley, and they're also hoping that with this election, which is the first in the last 5 years, they'll be able to express that disappointment and make their voices heard. Many voters have been saying that they're hoping that whoever is elected from here will also raise their issues in the Indian Parliament.
Well, Neha, Jammu and Kashmir is administered as a union territory. So for whoever wins, as you just mentioned, what can he or she gain from governing Jammu and Kashmir as a union territory?
Right. I mean, this is a prestige battle. We've been seeing how a lot of voters here are talking about supporting local parties who are technically in the opposition bloc, aligned with the Congress, which is India's main opposition party. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi's party, the BJP, has not fielded any candidates in this election, which is surprising, some have said, given that they've been contesting here but not winning since the 1960s. The BJP says it has nothing to hide and it is not afraid of a rejection through the ballot box, as some analysts have called it. But they claim it's a strategic move, and Prime Minister Modi was also here in March, said he wants to win the hearts of the Kashmiri people. But there's also been criticism by local parties who say that there's been a concerted crackdown on the opposition, with many workers and voters detained in the run-up to polling. The Election Commission says it's taken note of that, and some parties are alleging that parties that are aligned with Prime Minister Modi's party, this is being done to ensure that the outcome ends up being in their favor. We spoke to Omar Abdullah, who's a former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir and a prominent opposition leader from here, who was detained for 200 days in the aftermath of that revocation of the special status. And this is what he told CNA.
Obviously, the aim is to help parties that are close to Delhi at the cost of parties like mine that are opposing what was done on the 5th of August 2019.
Thanks for that. Neha Punya reporting from Srinagar, where today being the 4th phase of India's 7-phase election wraps today.